Hey, Amon, welcome to another episode of the O Show. I'm O and I'm here for your amusement. And I know I am because it's all in me cards. Yep, let me see what these cards say, okay? Because the cards never lie. I want to talk about... Today, we are going to talk about the new Lifetime movie, Miss Cleo, Rise and Fall. It came on over the weekend on Lifetime. And we gotta talk about it, okay? Because it's all in the cards, y'all. It's all in the cards, okay? Okay, you guys, like, for real. So, like, Lifetime has this movie over the weekend talking about the life of, well, it's not the life, but it's giving us information about Miss Cleo. Call me now! So if you grew up in the 90s, like, you knew who Miss Cleo was. Like, we all knew who Miss Cleo was. And she was pretty much part of this, what is this, Psychic Readers Network? Psychic Readers Network. Yeah, I think that's what it was called. And these just have all these commercials, and, like, your first, like, 3 minutes was free, and then, 3 minutes of being on hold, and then, yeah, it was like crazy. So there was actually a movie that came out, if it wasn't last year, it was the year before, and it was called Call Me Miss Cleo. It was a legit, like, documentary about Miss Cleo, right? So we all know her from TV, but, like, when you really listen to, like, all the shit she did before she was on TV, and, like, what happened to her afterwards, like, it is crazy. So I remember, like, God damn it. What am I doing? That towel was out of control. I'm going to keep the butterfly wings on, though, because it looks cool. Alright, so look, you guys. So, this movie, right? So, Lifetime is directed by Tim Reed, who we all remember from Sister Sister. The movie starts Robin Allen, a.k.a. Lady of Rage. Like, where has she been? You know what? She's actually been in some things. Like, once in a while, I've seen her pop up in a movie here and there.
You better quit bullshit. Man, you better stop running from that girl. Fuck you! Oh,
but I thought she did a really, really good job as Miss Cleo, right? Like, I was believing everything that she was doing. So it was really actually nice to see her. Like, she actually kind of looks like Miss Cleo. So I didn't have any issues with her in this role. Like, I thought she did, like, a really, really good job. Coco Brown plays the supervisor. So when Cleo started this call center job, Coco Brown played the supervisor with his crazy hair. But, yeah, she would, like, go around and tell everyone, like, she trained everyone and told them, okay, now you do this, stick to the script. You're getting 12 cents a minute. Ooh, these people are getting paid 12 cents a minute. Oh, my God, that's crazy. And then, speaking of Tim Reed, Stephanie Maxwell Reed is also in this movie. So, if y'all don't know, they've been married for, like, years, right? Y'all remember when the Fresh Prince, like, got rid of old Aunt Vive and put the new Aunt Vive in? That was her. She plays Cleo's mom. She was pretty good. Like, I didn't have any issues with her. Now, one thing I did notice in the opening credits, they were talking about some Tawanda Braxton, right? So I was like, Tawanda Braxton, like, oh, okay, the one Braxton's sister. And I'm watching the movie, and I'm waiting for her, and I'm waiting for her, and I'm waiting for her. And through this whole damn movie, y'all, she was in this movie, like, 2 scenes. Maybe 2-3 minutes combined. How she get top billing in the opening credits? She's not even in, like, 5 minutes of the movie. I guess they were trying to hook people like me. I was like, ooh, Tawanda Braxton. I'll see what she's doing. Mm-hmm. So the movie starts off showing where now before she was Miss Cleo, okay, her name was actually Youree. Somebody I have to look up, but her first name was like Youree, right? And people used to call her Ree. So the movie opens up with her when she was doing this play in Seattle. So she was part of this theater production thing, and she was producing this play. It was a little popular, but you have a lot of people when you put a play on. You got the backstage people, you got the actors, and all this other stuff. She was like, y'all are gonna get paid. Like, we just finally sold out. Like, calm down. But then as time went on, like, she was bouncing checks, and like no one was getting their money, and she was like, "Yep, I'm gonna pay you," and then she like skipped town. So she has like a whole bunch of different names over the years. I forgot to write them down, but a lot of them, like, she kept using her first name, which is weird. She kept changing like the last name, but anyway, she was on the run, honey. Like, she was like dodging people. They called the cops. The cops didn't know where to find her. So anyway, she has these two daughters, and they kind of mention it like later in the movie. It was like a way they like snuck it into a conversation. But so apparently she was gay. We found out later that she came out to the LGBT plus group like later in life. But from what I understand, she was always gay, and she had a girlfriend, and then people were just like blah 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 blah. So she ended up marrying like this gay guy just to kind of throw people off the trail. I don't know if they ever showed like he looks like or anything, but apparently like 2 kids were the product of this like arrangement, right? And then they weren't together, so that's where she got her children from. So she's moving around, and she finally kind of settles down in this one place. She's like, okay, girls, like, we are going to do better. Now, in the movie, she's living with this woman who I'm assuming is, I don't know if it's a roommate or a lover. They don't really say. But I guess one of her daughters broke this lady's vase. And since they're living in her house, she was like, oh, hell no, you're going to be breaking shit for free. So she, like, beats one of the kids. And then Cleo's like, oh, no, we got to get out of here. Right? Okay, so then she gets the job as the call center, like, employee. And it's pretty much people call in and you're supposed to be a psychic and tell people their futures, right? So when she was doing the plays prior to her doing this job, there was a character that she was developing named Miss Cleo, and she was trying to give this person like a personality, and she's working with the accent. I guess she had this teacher, and the teacher taught her how to do tarot readings. And I guess the lady was Jamaican, so this maybe she was, I don't know if she was like mocking the lady like when she was putting the character together, but that's why she got the Jamaican accent. I can't do accents, y'all. I can't. And that's where the actual character came from. So one day she was like, oh, you want my numbers to go up? I'm gonna make my numbers go up. So then she got her cards out and people were calling, and she was like, tell me your name and birth date. You know he's cheating, he is no good. And that's how she got popular. She was like, yes, Miss Cleo never like, call me back. And all these people would just be calling. And that's how she got big, y'all. So the company was looking at like the phone records, and they were like, hey, there is this person in the call center who is just banking. Like, they are making us so much money. They are doing so good. So they had a meeting with her, and they were like, hey, we want to make you like the, I don't want to say poster child, but you're going to be like our, I guess she was like the poster child for them. Like, they put her into the into everyone's faces on TV with those commercials. Hold on, I went to take a drink and I never did. And that's how we got the commercials on TV. So she's just sitting there like, yes, yes, yes. And people are like, oh my God, like, we need to call. But what had happened was, and you know, this is around the time too, like, I think hers came first. I think she was like was she the popular one first? No. I don't remember the order. But you had people like LaToya Jackson doing psychic reading commercials. You had Dionne Warwick promoting psychic commercials. And then you had Miss Cleo. But I guess what her company was doing is people would start getting like these $400 phone bills. Remember when the phone bill would come in the mail? And your mom be like, who called this number? You just like, what? What number? I don't know. You know you did it. The phone bill just told her it wasn't business. So these people were getting like phone bills, right? So fine, you made the call, fine, you pay the bill. But what happened was people were getting other bills when they didn't even make a phone call. So they're just getting charged and charged for like 3 calls, but they really only made 1. So yeah, people started complaining and lawsuits started coming in. The company was going bad, and really people were blaming Cleo because she's like, this ain't my company, I just work here. They put me in front of you. And everyone was like, no, Miss Cleo's a bitch and we want our money back. Like Tawanda Braxton, she actually placed the mother of this girl who kept calling, and she was like, girl, you ran up my phone bill. And then she looked at the screen, she's like, fucking bitch, I'm gonna get you, Miss Cleo. Oh my god, a mess, you guys. Knowing her story, and then we used to have this talk show named Jeannie Jones in Chicago. I'm pretty sure everyone had it. But it was filmed here in Chicago. I went to a taping one time, and they did not show me in the audience. I was too mad. But yeah, so Miss Cleo went to Jeannie Jones. You can actually go to YouTube and actually watch this clip. So there's this girl in the audience, and she's asking, like, what do you see about, like, my education? And Cleo's like, oh, you can't even go to the store, child. Like, you have to wait, and blah, 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 right?
I was just wondering if you see anything for me, like, towards my education, because I'm kind of torn between things.
Give me your birth date first, Mommy, including the year.
January 7th, 82.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you can never make a decision easy. You can't go shopping. You can't go supermarket. You don't make no decision easy. Never.
True.
But, yeah, she's very true. It's very difficult for her to do that.
But in the movie, they have her saying the same thing she did when she was on the talk show, but instead of the woman, they made it a guy. What is that about? He was like, can you tell me about my girlfriend's future? Like, what do you see for her? And then everything that Cleo said in real life, the person said in the movie. But I was like, you have all these women in this audience of this talk show. First of all, the production of that part was really bad. Like, talk shows have like beautiful sets and backgrounds, and these people are literally like in just chairs with no background behind them. They just threw that scene together for like $10. They said film it and just move on to the next. Tim Reed, you could take the time to put like Jenny Jones or JJ or something like on the back. You just have this boring ass looking set. So anyway, they have people in the audience. You could just get another woman to just be the woman who asked the question. Like, I thought that was weird, and people might not have noticed that. I don't know, but like, I remember that. Anyway, what happens is Cleo like turns the tables on the company, and she's like, look, I will tell y'all everything y'all need to know. Like, there was this piece of paper my boss said to just sign to say I was a psychic. Like, she said it was just paperwork, but now they're trying to use that paper like against her. But I guess she flipped sides and then ended up having like this settlement with everyone getting their money, and the company of course went down, and she was kind of freed of like the blame for all that stuff. It was crazy. And then so after that, she was just kind of doing some things here and there. And then, at one point she kind of just faded away, but she ended up dying 2016. Rest in peace. She passed away. So, yeah, that was the rise and fall of Miss Cleo. Like, it's an interesting movie. Like, sometimes you watch documentaries, you're like, that didn't happen, because they just make stuff up to just make it more exciting. But I really did know the story, so I was just waiting to see like where they were gonna put stuff and if they were going to put stuff, and I think they did pretty good. Like, I mean, did we need a movie? Like I said, there's a whole documentary about her life. Now you just have someone acting it out. But yeah, I wasn't mad at it. So if you get a chance, check it out. It's on Lifetime, so you know it's going to play like 5,000 times. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comments below. And yeah, so it's a TV. It's not a movie. I'm not doing any shot ratings. I give it an O positive review. So yeah, let me know. And please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next episode. So until then, TTFN.